Hello guys, this is Mito from Florida. We're gonna be talking about GRE tunnels with this one special configuration, and I hope that you double check our lab that we just made. Excellent day, and I hope that you will enjoy your lab and your learning as well. Have an excellent day. Bye guys. Hello guys, this is Victor, and we're gonna start doing some lab over here about GRE. The GRE tunnel that we can see over here. We have some graphics that we want to show you really quick, but basically we want you to understand what's going on. This is going to be our ISP, this is going to be the west router, this is going to be our east router. We're going to put two switches over here, and we're going to put two computers as well. We're going to see a different graphic over here, something similar. The router over here, the ISP, this one is going to be the east, and this is going to be the west, and this is going to be the east. We got two switches over here, and we got two computers, and they're going to communicate with each other. We need to understand what we are going to try to do. We saw this on the Cisco Network Academy, that they were using, instead of a fast interface, they were using giga interface. So we're going to be switching that, and we're going to be, instead of putting a very large interface S000, we're going to put only S00. We are doing that because we understand that you don't have as your first router, probably you don't have a gigabyte Ethernet interface. So we're going to be doing everything easier for you. Besides that, we have three options: to do emulation, to do simulations, and to do with real equipment. I didn't want to do that with real equipment because I want you to see the graphic of what we are going to do. And between simulation and emulation, we rather to be using emulation, so you're going to be a more realistic picture of what's going on. We're going to be using over here, they're pointing out on the Cisco Network Academy Tunnel 0, and we're going to be using Tunnel 1. And we're going to be, and over here, you're going to be using 255, 255, 255, 250, 252. That, as you can see over here, it corresponds to mask of 30-bit mask. So the main issue that we are going to do right now, we're going to configure basic device settings. We're going to do configure a GRE tunnel, and we're going to enable routing over GRE tunnel. And of course, we're going to test to see if we have the right connection. I want you that you check over here the numbers and the values that we provide over here to each one of the interface in each one of the router, west, east, and the ISP. So we're going to connect the network as we see in the topology, and we're going to initialize all the routers and switches. So let's start doing that with the GNS tree. So let's start putting everything together, guys. Now we have all the devices. Now the next step is we're going to change the name of each one so you wouldn't get confused. Now we are configuring so it will have the proper nodes to connect to the other interfaces. We're going to repeat the process in each one of them. Now we're going to connect each one of the interface to each one of the devices. We're going to assign S0 to S00 interface of the ISP. Now we're going to check the S01 with the S01 interface of the east router. Over here we're going to choose F0-1 to connect to the switch. We turn it off. Now we see that we are working on this right now, so it's time to turn on all the routers. Now we see that the routers are on. So let's start doing the configuration right away. I put it before everything. There is a clock rate over here, so they'll see on the west router. We're gonna do a copy. We understand this conf host name that we're gonna change. As you saw previously on F01, we're gonna be assigning that. Is on square than you saw it, and on the internet S00 we're gonna assign this stuff over here, clock rate with this number, with this value over here, and we're gonna click no shutdown. We're gonna repeat the same process on the other, a similar process on the other routers. You can find this information very easy on the share link that I provide. So it's going to be an easier and fastest process. In case that one of you don't understand very well what I am doing, please be free to ask, and I'm going to be more than happy to help you out with that and explain what's going on in each one of this. As you can see over here, we didn't assign any DLC at all. As you could see, now the state of the east router is up. The same situation that is happening on the west router. Now let's start moving everything to the ISP. Over here we have a DLC as well, as you could see over here. I found out I'm doing a copy and paste. It's take way faster than start typing one by one, and it's gonna be very slow for you if we don't do like that. You can double check anytime, guys. Enable. So you're having my configuration as well. ISP over here is up and up, as you could see. Now we are going to configure the routes to the ISP router. So let's do this. We are going first to the west, and then we are going to the east router. Now we have assigned a value and a default route to the ISP router. So now it's time to configure the GRE tunnel. Again, to make our life way easier, we're gonna do a copy and paste. Now we're doing the east. The same thing happened on the west router. Now it changed to the interface to tunnel 1. The situation moved to state to up. The same thing is happening right now on west router. As you could see over here, state is up. So far everything is going nice and smooth. Please double check the interface in case that you have any kind of problem, and make sure the interface is exactly 0-0. What did we do right here? So we're gonna be checking on show IP interface brief. I'm sorry, to show IP interface brief. You could see the routes that we assign over here, and at the bottom you could see the tunnel with the IP 172.16.12.1. And over here the status is up and the protocol is up. And on the west we have the same situation. We don't want to go over there because we want to make this exercise really quick for you. So we're going to be checking over here in this exercise as well. So we're going to be checking on the tunnel. Over here in this part over here, you're gonna see that there is a tunnel already formatted over here. Tunnel source, the one that we put, the destination that we put over there, and the tunnel protocol that we use is GRE. So far everything is successful. You're gonna see the IP address over here, and everything is nice and smooth. The same thing is happening on the east, and you can double check and test it. We're gonna ping. Let's check it out from the west to see if we can hit the east router and if we have a connection. As you can see, we have a success rate of 100%. We could ping or we could reach the other router. So this exercise is smooth and nice, and it was and I am very happy that everything is coming very nice for us as well. So let's double check something else. One 72, 16, 12, that 2. So we did trace route over here as well, and you're gonna see the time that it takes. So it's kind of fast. So the third part and the last part over here of this exercise is enabling routing over GRE tunnel. So we're gonna do this really quick. How we're gonna do this? In the same way, we're gonna do a copy and paste. Router OSPF1. This is the area where the router is located at. We have this IP address from the area 0 where the routers are located at. So let's do the same thing, copy and the same thing on the east. Oh, by the way, what happens with the routers? In fact, let's double check. We can see that we have an OSPF agency process 1, and the values that we put over here is enabled through the tunnel 1 that we're creating, and now the loading is full and the loading is done, and this exercise is done as well, guys. We can double check the same thing that is happening, that we form an adjacency with the other router using the protocol OSPF that we are using, and that's using the tunnel 1, and now the loading was full and it was successful. Guys, it was a quick exercise how to do this stuff. I wanted to make easier so you will understand. In case that you have any questions, please double check the values that I put on the link, on the shareable link, and I hope that you have an excellent, so you can do this exercise over and over, and it's going to be good for you, so you will increase your knowledge. Guys, have an excellent day, and we're going to keep posting. Bye.